Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to the Baldman building. How come I can't speak today? That's okay. I don't need to speak. Just watch. This is section 33, video number 4. We start this video where we left off in the last one, and it's installing these brake fluid pass-throughs. So in the last one, apparently I'd done some riveting and now I didn't like the way the riveting turned out, so I'm drilling them out, even though they're pro-sealed in there. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, this was one of those things where I think I might have put them on the wrong side of the firewall. Oh, no. That was just for match drilling. I put them on the front side for match drilling only. But yeah, this is one of those things, like everything that goes on the firewall pass-through should get some sort of sealant on it, or will eventually get some sort of sealant on it, because we don't want oil and fluids and smoke and whatever coming through the firewall. We basically want to stuff all those holes full of something, so that way all air goes out the bottom and the back, and not through into the cabin. And these one, I think, yeah, I got that really long bucking bar because there's a couple of spaces, and on this one on the right side, that basically I had no other way to get a bucking bar in there. I guess I could have probably put the other heads of the rivets on the inside and put the shop heads on the out, but it's done the way it is. But yeah, that really silly long bucking bar has a rather thin nose on it, so it worked out pretty well for this. This was probably one of those I wish I would have had the relatively small tungsten bar, but at this point in the build, I'm not in the business of buying bucking bars because there's so little metalwork left to do. Maybe if I build another plane, I could get another bucking bar, but for right now, we'll stop. And here we go. This is like the armrests. You know, this is the point at which you say, oh, there's some real airplane parts going on here. It's getting exciting. Everything after this, you know, there's all these little projects that are really exciting. So where the bolts were sticking through the black plastic, that's what I was talking about in the previous video, where the template, if you drill that properly first, even if the drill press isn't fully 90 degrees to it, the point there is that the template allows it to fit to this metal bracket in the fuselage perfectly. Otherwise, this is a relatively simple thing. We put the bolts in, we torque them down almost to torque, but realistically not. So as soon as you go past like the standard drag torque of the metal lock nuts, they're pretty much set. The one thing I did have trouble with on this is, and you can kind of see it here, it's crazy, but you can see an arch in the tube. So if you just look, it's not straight across. You can kind of see it bowed upward, and you can really see it here because now you can see that it's bowed downward. And as soon as I put that back down, it's going to bow upward again. So these pipes came to me slightly bowed, and that caused the center bushing to be very difficult to mount properly because it caused the bracket that the center bushing goes on to like really have to bend out of the way. And I did not like that. I ended up kind of toying around with it and figuring out, but eventually I looked down it and I saw what we just saw in the video here, that the bar was not straight. And then I ended up putting some pressure on it or something, and I ended up bending it straight. Just a little bit of pressure did enough work. So happy with the way that this turned out. Anyway, next time we're going to do brake lines. So see you then.